Have you ever sat quietly in the early morning, maybe with a warm cup of tea in your hands, and thought, "I'm still doing okay, maybe even better than okay"? Then, in the same breath, you wonder, is this luck, or is there something more at play? Well, what if I told you there is something more, and it's backed by science? There are subtle signs, often overlooked in the hustle of everyday life, that quietly suggest your body, your mind, and your spirit are built for the long haul. We're talking 90, even 100 years of life. And the best part? If you're between 65 and 85, and these signs still show up in your day-to-day life, it's not a coincidence. It's a quiet signal. You're aging well, really well. Now, we're not talking about perfect health or marathon medals. These signs are simpler. Human. Hidden in the way you move, think, feel, and connect. Let's uncover the first 4 signs that may show you're walking a path toward not just more years, but better ones. 1. A steady walking pace. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But science tells us something powerful. Your walking speed can say more about your overall health than many test results. It's even been dubbed the 6th vital sign. Why? Because walking isn't just about your legs, it's a full-body performance. Your brain, muscles, heart, and lungs are all coordinating every step. And if you're still moving through your neighborhood, the grocery store, or your kitchen with a steady, confident rhythm, you're doing more than getting from point A to B. You're showing that your entire system is still in sync. Ken, 72, shared after watching a similar message. This video had me smiling the whole time. Aging truly is beautiful when you embrace it with care and perspective. So next time you take that walk, however short, take note. That rhythm you've still got? It's golden. 2. A strong recovery from little setbacks. Think back. The last time you had a cold, a minor injury, or a health flare-up, how long did it take you to bounce back? If you're someone who still recovers in a few days instead of being knocked down for a week or more, that's your immune system quietly telling you, "I'm still here. Still fighting. Still strong." One of the strongest indicators of healthy aging isn't whether you get sick, it's how fast you recover. Researchers have found that a fast recovery time is linked to better resilience, fewer hospitalizations, and even longer lifespans. Ray, now 80, reflected on this with gratitude. "I've become more reliant on medicine, but I'm still pushing forward with gratitude." That gratitude matters. Because when the body heals well, and the spirit stays strong, you've got a recipe for long-term vitality. 3. You're still learning new things. It might not seem like a big deal to figure out a new smartphone app or try a new recipe, but it is. Every time you learn, your brain fires new connections. And that plasticity, that flexibility, is the key to long-term cognitive health. If you still find yourself curious, reading, asking questions, experimenting in small ways, that spark of curiosity is a powerful sign. It means your brain isn't slowing down. It's shifting. Growing. Georgia, a viewer in her late 70s, wrote, "When you said aging minds start to prioritize memories, that really struck a chord. You helped me see routine not as boring, but as peaceful and grounding. That shift toward depth and meaning isn't decline, it's wisdom. And wisdom, paired with curiosity? That's a brain built to last." 4. Independence in daily life. You don't need to be lifting heavy boxes or repainting the house. But if you're still making your meals, handling your laundry, or managing your own schedule, that's no small thing. Everyday independence requires coordination, strength, memory, and a whole lot of mental clarity. Studies show that older adults who remain self-reliant in daily tasks have better health outcomes, more emotional confidence, and often, longer lives. Nadia, 79, summed it up beautifully. "I'm still doing all my chores, maybe a bit slower, but I manage." Watching this made me realize, the small changes I've noticed aren't signs of decline, just part of the journey. And what a journey it is. Let's pause here. If any of these signs resonated with you, even just one or two, take a moment to celebrate that. Because these small patterns aren't small at all. They're powerful indicators that your body and mind are still on your side. That you're aging not with fear, but with grace. And this is just the beginning. In the next part, we'll explore some of the most unexpected, but deeply revealing, signs that you're built for longevity. Including one that has more to do with how you feel when you're alone than any medical test ever could. In the first part of our journey, we explored the quiet power of physical resilience, how your steady walk, fast bounce back from illness, curiosity, and daily independence might just be whispering, "You're not done yet. You're built to last." But now, let's move even deeper, into the heart and soul of what it means to age well. Because the next few signs don't just come from your body, they come from within. 5. Emotional calm. You don't get rattled easily anymore. Here's something most people don't realize. As we age, how we handle emotions matters just as much as how we handle physical aches and pains. Emotional regulation, the ability to stay calm during stressful situations, to let things go, to not get caught up in every passing storm, is a true superpower. And it's directly tied to better heart health, lower blood pressure, and even longer life expectancy. Wendy, who's lived through more than a few seasons of life, put it like this: being alone doesn't mean being lonely. There's a quiet beauty in solitude. Thank you for putting that into words. That kind of wisdom doesn't arrive overnight. It's earned, often through life's harder lessons. But when you get there, when peace becomes more natural than panic, you're protecting not just your mood, but your entire nervous system. So if you've noticed you don't sweat the small stuff anymore, that you meet frustrations with a shrug instead of a storm, celebrate that. It means your heart, both literal and emotional, is learning how to endure. 6. A deep sense of purpose, no matter how small. Here's something fascinating. People with even a small sense of purpose, a reason to get up in the morning, tend to live significantly longer. It doesn't have to be a mission to save the world. It could be watering your plants, caring for a pet, making your morning coffee just the way you like it. What matters is meaning. Georgia, again, reminded us that even small rituals can carry deep emotional weight. And Lily added this simple but profound wisdom passed down from her aunt. Warm water, evening walks, early sleep, and forgiving fast. Longevity is more about daily choices than prescriptions. That is purpose, gentle, consistent, life-affirming choices made with care. If you have something that gives your day shape and soul, no matter how quiet it looks from the outside, you're fueling your future more than any vitamin could. 7. Grip strength, holding on, literally and figuratively. It might surprise you, but how firmly you can grasp something, a doorknob, a jar, a friend's hand, isn't just about muscle. It's a powerful indicator of your whole body's strength. Scientists now call grip strength a biological marker of longevity. It reflects the health of your muscles, your nerves, and your coordination. And it has been linked to lower mortality rates across countless studies. Think of it this way: if your grip is still steady, it's not just your hand that's strong, it's your system. You may not notice it every day, but when you open a pickle jar, carry in groceries, or help steady yourself on the stairs, you're showing the world, and your cells, I'm still here. I've still got strength. Ray, who shared his experience of slowing down a bit, reminds us. I can feel my body slowing down. I've become more reliant on medicine, but I'm still pushing forward with gratitude. That quiet push forward, grip by grip, day by day, is how longevity is built. 8. A social rhythm, even if it's just one good friend. We often think of aging well in terms of health stats, medications, or mobility. But the truth is, the people who live longest tend to have one thing in common: connection. It doesn't mean you have to be the life of the party. You don't need dozens of friends. But if you have even one consistent social rhythm, a weekly chat with your sister, A daily hello to your neighbor, Sunday calls with your grandkids. That kind of emotional steadiness is powerful medicine. Ken, 72, reminded us that perspective is everything. Aging truly is beautiful when you embrace it with care and perspective. And Flo said it even more simply. The joy in being alive. I'm so grateful. Social rhythm isn't about popularity. It's about presence. About showing up for the people who matter, and letting them show up for you. That mutual rhythm of connection helps regulate our immune systems, reduce inflammation, and support healthy brain function. Even if you live alone, that one steady voice in your week, that person who checks in or listens or laughs with you, is a lifeline. Let's pause again. So, what have we uncovered so far? You're calm under pressure. You find meaning in everyday life. You still carry strength in your hands. And you've built a rhythm of connection that keeps your spirit alive. These aren't flashy signs. They don't make headlines. But they do quietly predict something extraordinary, that your story is far from over. And as we move into the final part of this journey, we'll talk about 2 signs that tie everything together. Ones that don't just reflect how long you may live, but how fully. We've come a long way together. We've looked at the quiet signs, your pace, your recovery, your curiosity, your independence. We've explored the inner strengths, emotional calm, purpose, grip strength, connection. And now, we arrive at 2 final signs. They're not just the finishing touches. They're the thread that weaves all the others together. They're about how you see the world, and how you move through it. 9. You're still curious. You ask questions. You wonder. You still want to know. It might not seem like a big deal, but it is. Because curiosity is a form of life force. It's what keeps the brain flexible and the spirit young. Whether it's learning how to use a new phone, picking up a book that challenges your thinking, or asking your grandkids about their favorite video game, curiosity keeps your mind moving. Studies show that seniors who stay mentally engaged tend to have better memory, stronger problem-solving skills, and significantly lower risk of cognitive decline. But even more than that, curiosity brings joy. A reason to engage. A reason to show up. George, 84, wrote to us, "This message came at the right time. It gives me hope that I can handle the years ahead with a little more confidence." That's the heart of it, isn't it? Curiosity isn't about having all the answers. It's about having the energy to keep asking. And if you still have that spark in you, that quiet interest in life, you're doing better than you think. 10. A quiet kind of hope. We're not talking about forced cheer or pretending everything's fine. We're talking about the kind of optimism that says, "It's a new day. I'm still here. Let's see what happens." Hope, especially in older age, isn't loud, it's steady. It's the decision to wake up and believe that something good might still unfold. It's choosing gratitude over bitterness. It's seeing the small joys, even when life slows down. Flo put it beautifully. "My favorite part of life now is simply noticing the little things. The sun on my face, the trees, the flowers, the joy in being alive." That kind of mindset is no small thing. Science backs it up. People with a positive outlook live longer, heal better, and enjoy more meaningful relationships. But beyond science, here's the truth. Hope is what makes life feel like life. So if you've still got that glimmer in your heart, the belief that something good can happen, that you matter, that your story still has meaning, you've already unlocked one of the most powerful keys to longevity. Final thoughts. Let's take a breath and look back at what we've uncovered. Maybe you recognized yourself in 1 or 2 signs. Maybe more. Or maybe today simply reminded you, "I'm stronger than I thought." You've got resilience. You've got presence. You've got purpose, and curiosity, and care. And all of that, quiet as it may seem, is extraordinary. These aren't just signs of survival. They're signs of thriving. They show that you're not just drifting through the later chapters of life. You're still writing them with intention, wisdom, and grace. And here's what we want to ask you. Which of these signs spoke to you the most? Do you see them in your daily life? Or in someone you love? What's one thing you've learned about yourself today? We would love to hear your thoughts. Truly, your voice might be the encouragement someone else needs right now. So leave a comment below and share your story. Big or small, it matters. And if this message gave you comfort, clarity, or even just a quiet smile, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us continue creating honest, hopeful content for real people. People just like you. Because aging isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new kind of strength. And who knows? With these 8, now 10, signs by your side, 100 might not be the finish line. It might just be a beautiful stop along the way. So take care of yourself, stay curious, stay connected, and above all, keep going. Here's to living your best life. At every age. We're with you, every step of the way.